Well, hello folks. Hope you're having a good Saturday. My name is Joel Duggan and this is the Citadel, a multiplayer Minecraft server now fresh in 1.18. We're also running Fabric because we need it for performance and other small quality of life things like this map, which has proven very useful when designing a medieval town over the last year, which is what we've been doing and what we're going to continue to do today, actually. And if you say, Joel, your voice sounds familiar, that's because I'm one half of the Spawn Chunks podcast, and I also host the Citadel Cafe, which is a podcast all about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment. Both of those are free wherever you can find a podcast. And right now, I guess we can recap what I was doing last time. We finished up a couple of these interiors. We finished with the hearths and the tables. We do have the tables and chairs data pack from Chuck. And we did this room, and I think the other one that we did was down here. This is like more of an office down here. Really cool feature here suggested by chat, which was to have trapdoors, something that could load the wood in for the fireplace. So the fireplace in here is over here, so we've got wood kind of loaded sideways in through there, which is cool. And then this is kind of like a temporary setup. I do want to eventually adjust my bookshelf textures. I think I might want to make those a little bit closer to what we have for trapdoors and stuff. And then that shoots us out up here. Zero's minimap, Extreme Gaming DNA. That has also been updated. A lot of the Forge mods, I say a lot, there's only like 3 that we use. We use the map. We use the shulker box tooltip, so you can just peek inside the shulker boxes. You can't do anything else. You can just look, but it helps keep it straight. And what was the other one that we have? I think that's it, really. The rest of them are just like, you know, lighting mods for things like lithium for better server performance, that sort of thing. Hey, K-Builds, welcome in. Rock Giant, good to see you. So I think I want to start today with a little bit of housekeeping because I have these awesome shulker boxes that Cosmic dropped off, and I need to make at least 2. And 'cause because we're going to make one cobbled deep slate. And the other one, I guess we make it tough. It's that, or we put tough in with the basalt, which maybe we should. Maybe it doesn't need its own thing. That could work. You know what? I think we're gonna do that. Now calcite, I think I have its own. We've got some doubles in here we don't need, like that. That. I feel like those have their own box now too. As you expand in the end game, you just take up more and more space. It's been a while since it's rained. Alright, that takes care of that. So we've got the deep slate. And I think I'm going to... I don't think I'm going to move any of the variants. I think we're going to keep those in their own box. Rains more in the new update, says Cosmic. Really? I haven't been paying attention. Oh, I need this. We have an anvil in here, I think. Maybe we don't. What do we do? And we're just going to call this deep slate. Somewhere I have... Oh no, I already have something. I'm not sure what we're going to use this other box for. Might want to consolidate some of the little mini blocks here. Spectator? Is that how you say your name? Welcome in. Phantoms during the day? Good to know the data pack works. They're still as derpy as ever, though. Where's the hitbox? There we go. I got a phantom head. Very medieval and creepy. We've got the thunder and lightning storm, plus these guys cruising around. You really gotta lead them, don't you? Come on. Gotcha. Kind of a delayed scream. Where did that head go? Oh, hi. I saw it drop. I think, anyway. Hey, Legomolas, how's it going? Wow, there's a lot of dudes here. I thought the new lighting settings were supposed to mean less mobs. I guess I can sleep during a thunderstorm, can't I? We'll just take a spin. I want to see if I can find that head. We killed him up in this direction somewhere. Oh, I got it. I just didn't hear the little pop in my inventory. I've seen cooler heads. I like the green eyes, but I've seen cooler. Lamb Chop subscribed to Tier 1 for 22 months. Thanks so much, Lamb Chop. Really appreciate that. Always good to have you in chat. It's going well. I found the new lighting tends to concentrate the mobs. Ah, interesting. Well, the all the buildings in this place now should be spawn free because of the settings. For folks that aren't aware of what we're talking about, in 1.18, mobs will only spawn at light level 0. So no longer do you have to light everything above 7. Blue Dragon, hello, welcome in. Okay, so I guess today we could do a couple of different things. I wouldn't mind taking another crack at this stuff, like this interior. Try to sort that out could be kind of interesting. The other thing that I could do is tackle more of the front, because like this road has been in this state forever, and it could use with a little bit of an update, plus obviously some filling in. I just don't know. It's quite a landing. I'm not sure how long I want the stone part to continue, and we've not done the texture. Like we've done the texture down there, but we've not done the texture all the way up through here yet. So I'm not sure about that. We'd also have to connect it up this way as well. I feel like this feels very straight. Like if we look at it from the map, this feels like a very, I don't know, it feels like it's a very straight line or a straight shot. Whereas I feel like if we move the road around closer to the river and then maybe wound it a little bit more, it could be a little bit more interesting. A lot of that depends on what we're going to put out there as well. So I might have to put in a building or something, like a foundation. And then as far as in here goes, I think the only thing that remains on the east side is this space here, but then also this space here. We haven't done anything with that, and that's just going to be a matter of maybe adding in some vegetation and stuff. But I think there might be maybe some sort of dock along here, you know, like nothing fancy, but I feel like some of this would end up being wood similar to what we have in there. Oh, that's right. I don't have a zoom key anymore. So, in there, we've got like a wharf. Mick Screwgun subscribing at tier 1 for 8 months in a row. 1 month away from that fire keystone badge. Thanks so much, Mick Screwgun. I found more packs of mobs in caves than the mobs being spread out. In a way, it makes you a bit more, makes it a bit more fun when having the odd mob spawn in. That's cool. Sounds like caving might be a little bit more challenging as well. You were talking about the 117 to 118 chunk blending on the spawn chunks. How did you resolve it? I did not. The very time-consuming patch, or like, we'll call it a fix. It's not a fix to the problem. The don't see it, don't see it, pretend it's not there problem is, instead of trimming chunks on the Citadel, what I ended up doing was flying around manually, loading in tons and tons and tons of chunks, and then trimming them down to the edges of biomes, so that at least like something like a big ice biome doesn't get cut in half with a straight line and then turn into a desert. I at least finished the biome. Oftentimes going along rivers or oceans when I could. Wasn't always able to do that, but if you want, I can share the images of the trim in the Discord. Just remind me, throw me a net in the Discord. Cosmic Dancer gifting 1, 2, 3, 4 subs to the community. Thanks so much, Cosmic. That went to Mur Pencho, Jasper Lob, Invictus Dominus Twitch, nice Jurassic Park reference bunch, and Obumor McChant. Thanks very much, Cosmic. Really appreciate that. And everybody that, if you got a gift sub, or if you have a Prime sub or tier 1 that you want to use, you can all join the Discord. Now that it's all set up, you can connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts, and if you have a sub, then you can join that way. Alternatively, you can also join the Patreon at patreon.com/JoelDuggan. Some people are on a budget, and that is the most affordable way to support the stream, get access to the Discord outside of Twitch. It doesn't involve the Twitch emotes, but at least you get access to the Discord. So what do we think? What are you in the mood for, chat? More interior design, road work, which sounds like punishment, or I don't know what else we have on the docket. I mean, it's the nice thing about having a project this large is that you can kind of just decide what might need the most attention currently. We could also tackle that staircase there, I guess, or that road. The curved part here could use some love as well. Cosmic says caving, but I don't have any need to go caving. This triagonal design. Hello, welcome back. I don't need any materials, nor do I want to die. I'm not doing any adventuring today. There's no real need. I guess I can start by cleaning up some of these shulker boxes, because we're going to have to texture underneath this anyway. I have more shulker boxes than I can actually fit in my inventory, I think. Becoming a problem. Gonna have to sort those ones out. Oh, that one doesn't have a name. Bushel box. Did I not have... Oh, there's the green bin. Got another landscape box, and these are the ones I have to figure out what's going on. Basalt and blackstone. Is there basalt in here? No. Okay. So that's just gonna be blackstone. Let's do this inside. I thought I updated all of my advancements so that I wouldn't have the constant, you know, updates with the new, like switching to 118 and having all the new like recipes unlocked and stuff, but I guess it didn't work. Ms. Redtail, hello, welcome in. How do you organize your ender chest? Just based on need. It needs updating actually. There's some stuff in here that doesn't need to be, like I carry around all this sand when I was working with a lot of concrete and I don't need to do that anymore. It would be better to have more things like deep slate and other stuff in there. This needs a name. What's in this? Flowers. I guess, yeah. So then these ones, I want to try and switch around. That's basalt and tough. Deep slate. I feel like we can make this have a little bit more sense. We've got deep slate bricks. Crack bricks. Don't need the cobbled in there. I think there's more than, yeah, there's more than 9 types of variants in this. Just do all the stairs. So I guess we'll call this carved deep slate. So, and then this is all blackstone. On the Diagonal, subscribe to Tier 1. 17 months. Holy smokes on the Diagonal. Thanks very much. And Philo Fista. Sounds like a Star Wars name. Welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. So this is Basalt and Tough. Maybe I should just make a tough box. I'm probably going to end up going to get some anyway. I want this. It's times like this I wish there was more colors for stuff in Minecraft. Like, I feel like this is probably going to be a light gray box. But I don't really feel like tough is necessarily light gray. This is basalt, that's fine. And there's no basalt in this, but this has got some nether bricks, and weirdly it's got some gray concrete. I wonder if I've got room in my nether box for nether bricks. No. But I've got room for the variants anyway. Anagram pledged $10 via Patreon. Thanks very much, Anagram. I don't know if you're watching, but really appreciate that. That happens to be the Infinity Cove level. So for folks wondering, that is the patron server, which is now also updated to 1.18. And a big thanks to Minipax, one of the moderators on the Minecraft server, for my community, for helping me out with the chunk trimming and getting all that ready for 1.18. It would be nice if they were dyed similarly to leather armor. Shulker boxes? Yeah, totally. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So I think what I can do to streamline this. So someone was asking how I organize things. It's kind of fluid. I eventually kind of think like, okay, you know what? Now I have an entire shulker box dedicated to Blackstone. I don't need any of that Blackstone in here, which is going to free up some space to remove all of the nether bricks, which is just visually confusing because they're very dark. Because my nether bricks have got a custom texture on them. And I feel like there's got to be something here I can move. Probably don't need 2 stacks of soul sand. I always end up with like odds and ends as well. So like basalt, I don't need basalt in there either. I do wish there was an organize inventory button sometimes. I should maybe look into that as just a standalone mod. I think that would be kind of cool. Just to be able to click a button and have things be organized. At least in a chest. Maybe not my personal inventory, but in a chest it would be handy. We've got a deep slate box somewheres. Got basalt. So I usually just color code things, but I also name them, obviously. Carved deep slate, basalt, and blackstone. So this just needs to be straight up blackstone, right? Yeah. Not that we use a lot of it, but I certainly have enough of it that it warrants having its own thing. That was a weird noise. So we use stairs. Cool. Hey, Zenthanax, welcome back. Yes, the Patreon notifications work now, which is nice. I'm glad that they do. Doesn't happen a lot, but for folks wondering if you wanted to, it's patreon.com/JoelDuggan. And you can look into what that kind of like, how that measures up to Twitch if you'd like. Tables and chairs can be put away. So that's one of the data packs that we have. It's on a mod. I mean, it looks like a mod, but technically it's a data pack. Right, calcite and amethyst. And purple for some reason. So I have a bunch of these shulkers that are just like catch-all, and they're all just brightly colored. Nether box I think is good. Hey, the mighty Elcorn is here. How's it going, Elcorn? Good to see you as always. Stone slabs, just an odd box of stuff I don't use that much. And deep slate. How's 118 treating you now that you're playing it? I know it treated you in the I know how it treats you in the update process. It's okay. We're running oh, whatchamacallit, sodium instead of Optifine, because the way that the new servers are set up, which is beyond my understanding, Optifine, even though it is out for 118, as well as OptiFabric, doesn't work. It crashes the game. So it might have something to do with the fact that lithium is being run on the Shockbyte servers, but I didn't do anything fancy. Shockbyte had an option for Fabric, so I just clicked that. I didn't do the typical Fabric install your own custom jar, and maybe that's the difference. I don't really know. I'm disappointed. I don't find sodium does a heck of a lot. It's a little bit smoother, maybe, but like I don't know. It certainly doesn't affect shaders. Like if I switch over, I've got Iris running for shaders, and if I switch into shader packs and do that, it applies the shaders quite quickly. Like that, it changes in a heartbeat, which is great. but we just went from 70 frames a second to 65, it says, but I end up with a terrible frame stutter. Like, that has to be visual on Twitch. Like, it is. There's no way I could play like this with the screen shaking like that. And I don't know why. You know, so Sodium doesn't improve my machine to the point where I can run shaders in the game, which is unfortunate. Even with something low, like one of these like enhanced default shaders, which do very little. Like all they do is just add shadows. They really don't do much as far as shaders go. I think they might affect the water a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. But and I don't know how to turn off the wobbling in the water, because of course in Iris you'd have to go into the zip file and change the settings document. They don't give you a GUI for changing things, which is unfortunate. So yeah. And even then, like here it says 75, but there's like frame rate is not the be all end all, because anything above 60 really, I mean, maybe up to 120 the human eye is going to be able to see it, but anything above that, it doesn't matter. And the fact that I get these little frame jumps, you know, even though it says it's doing 70 FPS, like I'd rather have a good looking, smooth gameplay than super high FPS, right? It's Bricket. Yes, that happened to my computer when I switched to Sodium. Yeah, I'm not sure what the problem is. I'm not sure why Sodium, because you see all these videos and you can't research it. Like you go to look for like Sodium problems, or why doesn't Sodium give me high FPS, or why does Sodium cause like frame skipping? And the only thing you find is just YouTube video after YouTube video, and Reddit post after Reddit post of people saying Sodium is awesome, you should switch to Sodium. It's like, but there has to be people out there that are experiencing the same thing that I am, right? And no one seems to be talking about it. It's very odd. All right, let's go and see what we might need for that interior. We'll pick up some boxes and see what's up. Rito Strike, yeah, but they're both updated. Both Optifine and Optifabric have been updated. All right, so in here, first thing we need to make sure is we have the right height and stuff to get up into that passageway. We do have a staircase in the other building. It's unlikely there's going to be a staircase down here. That's probably just for my own benefit. So we might have to fill that in with some dirt, depending on what's going on. And then up here, we get up to this level, which I think, well, that looks like it might be actually kind of low. So we might have to have some stairs that go up into that passageway right there. So it might be best to start with our target area, which is where we want to be, extend that into here, and then see what that means we can do on the outside, because it might affect the decoration. Yeah, so this is only one thick. So we may have to put like an inside wall, which wouldn't be the end of the world, because this is a big space. I don't know if I'd really want it to be too small. Yeah, so we'll start up there. We'll use spruce because why not? And we'll use solid blocks. And then we'll try to figure out where the difference is going to be. So I need some stairs, some logs. Yeah, I mean, I have to say that at least right now, I'm not experiencing any of the stutters that I was before, but I couldn't tell you whether that's 118. Is it the new server host? Is it Sodium? I don't know. I don't really play with shaders. I wish I could. I'd love to. I use them for screenshots for Twitch and Twitter and stuff like that for thumbnails. for YouTube. Speaking of, Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube, there's some new content up this week. A couple of Satisfactory videos and a couple of videos going up this weekend about the Stone Church courtyard. So if you're curious about how I did that, you want to see the block by block, then you can go and check that out. I will need a stone cutter, crafting bench. I've got scaffolding. I feel like we're going to need some bones. And probably dark oak as well. We'll just bring all the wood blocks. It should be it. I'm sure I'll be running back and forth. Yeah, we're going to walk by a couple right now. Here's one. So there's deep slate tile and deep slate bricks. I find that the deep slate patterns are so repetitive that you have to kind of break them up. And usually I do that in groups of 3. So that's one. And then there's an all tile roof, but I find that very busy. I haven't decided how to fix it yet. What we could do is put bricks around the edges, you know, just have it lined, which could be good. And then this one is, I want to say that's deep slate and basalt. We'll get up a little bit higher so you can see it. But yeah, so it's deep slate on the outside, but this is all basalt and smooth basalt in the inside of it. And then that's deep slate and bricks and stuff. I think that's it. There's one here, but this is no more complicated than any of the others. This one has got tiles along the outside and then cobble in the middle. Well, like really basic stuff. That is on YouTube. You can watch that being built. And then this is coming out next week on YouTube. You can follow the link that Cosmic just put in the chat. Thanks, Cosmic. It's challenging. If you're having trouble working deep slate into other stuff, use tough as an intermediary block. How do I say that? Intermediary? Sure, we'll go with that. It's a good thing I don't talk for a living. Where did I do that? I want to say it was down here. No. So there's some tough over there. Again, I don't have a zoom tool anymore because I don't have Optifine. But you can see tough kind of helps. And then I did over there as well. Also, deep slate and basalt is good. So actually we're right in front of it here. There's some tough, but that's basalt and that's deep slate. Joel Duggan, professional talker. Yeah. All right, so let's get a little scaffolding going here. So this is where I want to be. I don't know if this is right. Okay, so that's probably temporary. The outside, I believe, is all covered. We're going to set up shop in here, I think. I'm sure I got it wrong. It's not that I don't know how to pronounce it, it's that I get tongue-tied and then I just move on. So we'll need stairs, planks. Does dark oak have a different texture? Oh, right. Strip dark oak does, doesn't it? I never even... So I didn't even notice, so that's a good sign. We were talking about that before the switch. A really good example are going to be things like this. Yeah, so that's very, very dark compared to what it used to be. That's unfortunate. That's a big change. Doesn't look so bad there, but like that was a lot more subtle previously. That's too bad. Hey, Pixel Refs, how's it going? We were just discussing the dark oak change, the strip dark oak change. It looks fine here. Doesn't really matter there too much. But unfortunately, it's very high contrast. So like if we go up here and look at the gable on this hall. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I can't zoom in. I don't have Optifine anymore. We're using Sodium for now because Optifine crashes my game. Yeah, like not the end of the world, but not my favorite. Wouldn't have been what I chose to use for those builds, but oh, it's going to affect those too. See, that's fine. It's not the end of the world there. If anything, it's a little bit more contrast, but like not terrible. I don't know if it looks so good with the stone there anymore. But then yeah, over here, this is going to be really harsh. So I doubt that I'd remove the stripped. I would probably change this to something else. Would be my move. Probably something with bark on it. Just because that's a very odd combination. Also, I'm missing one there. See, here it looks fine. Don't mind that at all. But then there, also very high contrast. Nah, not the end of the world. I think it's because the way that they made it darker, it's more saturated, and so it doesn't go as well with the spruce as it used to. Oh, the barn looks dark, doesn't it? Oh, I bet you my other barn doesn't look very good anymore. Yeah, let's go see the other barn. Is this still the first iteration of the new texture? I saw Chi talking on Twitter about finding a middle ground. Oh no, this is 18. We're not in 18.1. So it could be, there could be changes coming, I guess. Did anybody watch the Minecraft special thing, the Minecraft Now on Thursday? I missed it, I was too busy. This is mostly oak. Okay, so this doesn't really matter. Is this one got dark oak in it? No, these were all very light builds, I think. Oh, that's darker. Wow. Yeah, there's not so much dark oak in that one. There is in this, though. Need to go back and watch the VOD. Yeah, I'll have to watch the VOD before Monday as well. Yeah, again, it's not that I dislike the texture, it's that I probably wouldn't have chosen spruce stripped to go with it. See, that looks fine if you want to do a very dark looking house. It's the kind of thing where like I probably would have chosen a lighter wood for the top floor. And see, now I feel like this could be better if it was bark. Did they change the dark oak log with bark at all, or did they just change the stripped version? Do you have YouTube? Yes, I do. Savannah Pandya 13. It is, I've got two. Joel Duggan VODs is the one that's currently active. Joel Duggan on Twitter has a lot of Let's Play from the very early days of the Citadel, but I was not able to keep up the edited content. So there's that. Right. Okay. So that block has to stay the same. So I have to figure out where we can't remove stuff up there. There's nothing to say that that has to stay stone, but oh, of course. This is an SMP. So I feel like this... Oh no, that isn't outside. Is this outside? Yes, okay. So this row of blocks can't be ripped up. We can only change the middle if we change anything. I would be inclined to leave this as cobble and andesite, I think. Maybe we could work in a little bit of smooth stone. And so that would probably go to here. There's the wall. So we'll try to put a door or an archway, probably an archway there. And then from here, I want to say we could just go straight out. Whoops. Hey, Too Tall, how's it going? Mossy doesn't make any sense. I've got mossy stuff around rivers. I guess I should just extend this and see where it goes. So we'll do that. Oh, does that... Maybe that matters. That's a slab roof. Right. That's annoying. Alright. Well, we'll use these for now. That's quite a height difference. I'm wondering if this is going to be something that you could walk through. Maybe we need to do a stairwell or something here. Going up into a floor. That's a bit higher. I feel like it would make sense. We have to divide this into floors too. We don't have to, but it's kind of a fun little puzzle challenge. Yes, I'm actually quite excited about the mob changes for spawning in 118. I think it's going to help. We've had some people sharing feedback earlier today about more mob clusters and things like caves and when you're out like adventuring, but in your existing builds it's a little bit easier. I'm looking forward to going back and maybe taking out a couple of lanterns that I don't need, maybe dimming things a little bit. So if I was looking at this from the outside, where would be a good spot to divide the floors? Probably, I would say this is probably a good spot to have a floor. So right underneath that bone block all the way down. So the last, yeah, even with the last stone, whoops. Am I still? Right, so even with the last stone, I'll put that higher, I think. Yes, indeed, that would be higher. So we could put the floor here. Which would make sense in here. I don't know if I'm going to keep this arch. Doesn't necessarily need to stay there. It was probably just a simple fix for the time. I do feel like the stairwell down is a bit of a problem. What do I have on the other side? Need to have some thought in here as well. We've got these little holes. I feel like that would be worth doing on the other side, because then we could have maybe like some sort of split where something good could go down and then the other part could go up. And we could have like a mid-floor. Yeah, this is gonna be complicated. But it will, in the end, I think make sense. And add a little bit of character to the inside. All right, well, the things we know we want are cobblestone and andesite up here. So I'll go get that. And does it matter that this is cobblestone? It probably doesn't. Uh-oh. Are these are different textures. I probably did that thinking I'll decide later whether I want dark oak with bark on it or dark oak without the bark. I think I like without the bark. Although that looks funny now. Break time when you're ready, says Cosmic. Thank you. Yes. Let's go get the shulker boxes while I'm thinking of it, and then we'll take a break. The lighting changes have made it much easier to keep a village safe in early game, although it can be paranoid in fencing Savannah villages off as I start trading. Yeah, I mean, you're still going to want to fence some stuff off, because some things like creepers, I mean, lighting doesn't really matter. Once they're spawned, they can wander all over the place. So we're going to grab our cobble, probably the stone brick, andesite. I'm going to bring some dirt. Top up the bones. Don't think we'll need the tuff. Cool. So what I'll do is I'll probably start from the bottom up. We'll probably start with adding in the little murder holes at the front. Cobblestone. Stone. I think that was it. Yeah. Cool. I'm just going to go someplace with a door. If you're new to the stream, I take a break about once an hour. It's usually for just 5 or 6 minutes, usually just long enough for me to zap my coffee, take a quick rest, and we'll be right back with more of the Citadel from Minecraft 118. Right, let's get in there and start messing around. So we're gonna need cobble, probably a little bit of stone. Might try some crackstone bricks, and we'll take those. I'm also gonna want my cutstone box because I know I'm gonna need some of these. Oh, and grass. I guess I could use dirt, couldn't I? Oh well, doesn't matter. So here we've got these left and right there. So we'll do cobble over here. And the floor inside, I think, is level with the ground. But because it's Minecraft and it's weird, we might want to get up on a slab, which could be handy. Slab or trapdoor. My opinion on deep slate being tedious to get or mine. You mean tedious as in it just takes longer to mine? Like it's fine. I think it should be affected by a beacon. But other than that. What is it? I think that we discussed it on the Spun Chunks a little while ago, where a nice solution to that would be the combination of a beacon and a netherite full strength pick would be the way to get like endgame fast mining on deep slate. Deep slate's not hard to find in the new version of the game now. My gosh, it's everywhere. A Bexy Bermuda sounds like you have a great spawn. That's awesome. I think that's what I want. Right, so then this would be ground, and we could do this maybe? Because that could be too high. That's too high, so we'll have to come up, we'll have to use trapdoors, I guess, there. And that's fine. So that means that this only needs one layer, which means we might be able to go down to that layer there. Helpful. All right, so we can start poking around at this. I don't think that matters. Oh, unless you're in a hole. Wrong game, McScrewgun. Wrong game. We'll just change this to stone for now, I guess. Doesn't mean it's not funny. Nice. I do enjoy that there's now a number of in-jokes on the channel. It's quite fun. And just a little bit more over here, maybe. Just so that it doesn't look like it's completely forgotten about. I would say probably just going to continue up here. Oh. We'll keep that the way it is. Cool. Now I'm wondering on some of these ones in the middle if we can get away with just a few cracked bricks. Or if that's going to be too different. I think that works. Won't affect the texture outside because you can't see them. Just a little bit to switch it up. Honeyed Monk subscribing with Prime 5 months in a row. Thanks so much. 1 month away from that Air Keystone badge. Really appreciate the support. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Never pressed this button before. Nice. Success. The button works. You'll be happy to know. All right, so this then becomes the hallway. We need to get some stripped dark oak in here. And I guess this would continue. But then if I wanted this to stay the same, I guess I could drop this down, but then we have the problem of having the stone texture on the outside, and I'm pretty sure that this is actually shown on the outside, unless... Right, so that's the trapdoors. That's the trapdoor level. So rather than having a step up here, I could, I think, just go straight out here. And then we could replace this without affecting the design on the outside. Or we could create something new and put like a completely different block. I'm not sure what that block would be. Something like that might be not a bad idea. We've got lots of bone block though, so we'll probably start with the bone block. That will affect this because that would put the ceiling there. And that's going to be a challenge. Maybe what we should do is have the stairwell to the upper floors be here. I guess. I don't remember if there's windows outside. Oh, my ankles. Maestro Gnome, hello, welcome back. Good to see you. So there is a window there, but this first floor doesn't have windows. I don't know if we should have a door here because that kind of defeats the purpose of having a giant gate. Like if this was supposed to be some sort of protective gate, then having a door here and a door right here would be very, very poor security. So maybe I should just forget about having this connected. We should just maybe have this be a solid wall across here and call that the end of this particular thing. We could just seal it up with bone block and call it done. Like right here. And then just put like a beam across like that. That's probably going to be the easiest solution. So I can just move this. No worries, Cosmic, if you're still here. Sorry I missed you, but have a good one. Really appreciate it. I'm sure we have everyone. Everyone's going to behave. I'm sure everything will be fine. Yeah, we're going to have to fix a couple things there. We might just take advantage of the fact that this will be a wall. And maybe we'll just continue this up. But I guess we should probably texture it as we go. Because that, I believe, is... Yeah, it's the wall there. Okay. So we'll just go with some andesite here. Oops. Mr. Grape TV, hello, welcome in. What's this about Legolas and Ghibli? I saw a bit, someone was talking about the anniversary of the Lord of the Rings premiere and some of the cool stuff. And someone had said that John Rhys Davies was 6'4". And I doubt very much that he was ever 6'4". I've met him and he's a couple inches shorter than me. And I'm 6'1". Now he's older. I'm sure he's hunched over with time, but I doubt that he was ever 6'4". He was probably around 6 feet tall in his prime. But delightful man. My gosh, he's a nice guy. It was really fun to talk to him. Thanks, Mr. Gray. Appreciate that. Let's go with there. Let's see how that looks. I think we're just gonna have to skip the idea of a subfloor there. So we'll fill that in. We'll go back up here. I'm gonna need another bit of scaffolding here. History and diplomacy? Not an interest of mine. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go straight out. We may end up changing these to slabs, I don't know, but seeing as we don't need to, should be okay. Plus, spruce wood is easy to get. Right, without Optifine, I don't have any light coming from the torch in my hand. That's the thing that I'm noticing right now. I wish that was part of sodium. It would be nice. Does anybody know if that's like a separate mod that you can get? Like if you're using sodium instead of Optifine, if you could get something that has like emissive light as a fabric mod? He's just 6'4" compared to most other actors. Yeah, that could be true. That could be true. All right, let's just put these here for now, I guess. Yeah, I did just have to Google John Rhys Davies to check his height. What do they list his height as in like IMDb? Sometimes those sites have stuff like that. "6'1". See, that would make sense. Because when I met, I don't know how old is he? Because when I met him, it was 2012, and I wouldn't consider him necessarily a young man at that point either. Again, not insulting the guy, just he strikes me as he's close to my parents' age, would be my guess. I guess that block doesn't really matter. 77. Okay, so he's the exact same age as my dad. And that would make sense. My dad was 6 feet tall when he was younger, and I'm taller than him now. Actually, we should probably keep that consistent, just in case we change something outside. Right. That's going to change. That's fine. I guess for now, I'll do the bone block. I might come up with a better idea later. This is going to be interesting. Is this... It's not visible anymore. Okay, that's good. Lamb Dynamic Lights is a fabric mod for dynamic lights. Oh, cool. Thanks, Rito Strike. Can you toss a link to that in the Discord when you have a chance? Much appreciated. Yeah, so we'll probably end up pulling some of this stuff down to make it look better. Not tearing it down, but like pulling the textures down, I mean. Maybe his hat at Indiana Jones added 3 inches. Yeah, maybe. That would be an interesting statistic for an actor. You know, height with hat. Very different than regular height. Oh, do we like the tall windows or we'd like the short windows? I know we're going to change it to strip dark oak. I just needed to check the window height here. Oh, thanks, Rito Strike. Appreciate that. Back up here. Oh, I think I like the front better. I think I prefer the front. I've been watching a lot of Downton Abbey lately, and I like the hats in that show. I wish that stuff was a bit more in style for men. I've got a newsboy hat that I wear all the time, but I can pull off a fedora, and I have a fedora-esque hiking hat, but just in everyday life, hats are not quite as in, I guess, as they used to be. Oh, I see what's going on there. Interesting. There must be something outside changing the ability to place a trapdoor. Finally started watching Lost in Space, being on my watch list since season 1 was out. It lost me in season 2. I don't think it's a bad show. I just got really tired of Dr. Smith. I'm not a Parker Posey fan, and that kind of turned me off. So we can't put something there. We'll have to pull that inside, I guess. Doesn't look terrible. It's not my favorite. Alternatively, we could just put a trapdoor there on the inside. Which might be good because then we could do some sort of like pattern in between. Because this feels very flat. I'm wondering if we could use trapdoors there too. You know what, let's just... Aldebar, hello, how are you? 9 months in a row unlocking the Fire Keystone Badge. Thanks so much, Aldebar. Hope you're having a good day. Junior Crown, sorry, missed the R. Thanks very much. Appreciate the kind words. Thanks for saying hi. Welcome in. I'm doing pretty good. It's a rainy Saturday here, so I don't mind playing video games. But also, unfortunately, it's gotten rid of all the snow. I'm not a big fan of the snow because it keeps me from going places, but it was very pretty while it lasted. It's the kind of seesaw weather we have in Nova Scotia right up until Christmas. It'll rain and snow and rain and snow, and you have to flip a coin to see if you're going to have a white Christmas. So I'm not a fan of tangent geometry like that, so we might have to go all the way along. Yeah. Question is, should we do different trapdoors on the other side? You know, like alternate them somehow? It's a little bit more interesting. Maybe we can try a different texture. Or signs, maybe? What's tangent geometry? So the way that I like to explain that, hold on, let me just see if I can try something here. We'll see if this helps. Don't mind that. I think I like that better. And it's better than just on its own. So the way that the tangent geometry thing is, so if I remove these and we just look at that, to me, these corners meeting is weird, right? If that corner was all we had, right? We didn't have these. And that to me looks strange. The window being so deep and connecting right there feels strange. Whereas if I do this, see how that looks better? You've got this plane that continues in front of the window versus this weird corner connection. It's the same reason why people don't like this in Minecraft. So like this, that to me looks very weird in Minecraft. It really makes it feel like a game, right? That feels very strange. So it's the same idea, except for just from an aesthetic point of view, it just this feels cleaner and simpler than this. Now, for whatever reason, there's enough of a distraction with the shape that it's not as bad because there's two of them and they're connected with the sign. So I think I might try that just to, I mean, it might bug me. We'll leave it in here for now as we're working, but I think so far it's not bad. I like it better than the oak trapdoors. The oak trapdoors don't look very good. Need more signs. I talk a lot about tangents when I design stuff, just because it's one of those things that not a lot of people pay attention to. And I would imagine that's not a window for good reason. Right, because that goes into there. I'll have to go outside and look at that. Cool, I'm glad that I explained it well. It can be a little bit hard sometimes. The visual tangents that I usually talk about are often like involved. It's more like cinematography and composition. Yeah, so there's another really good example of why there's no window there, is because there's that weird combo tangent thing going on. So yeah, we'll have to... This is unfortunately an odd or an even number. I wanted to make this asymmetrical, so it's thicker over here than it is over there, but in that process I've made this an even number. Yeah, it's 12 wide. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they're okay, but in most cases... I find even numbers will work out for you if you're doing like an asymmetrical build, but in this case... You just have to do that, which again feels kind of strange. So before I get too carried away, I need to make sure we know how to get up here. And so this is where this is going to need to have a bottom to it. And I need to kind of look around. I can't remember what I did down here. So we'll try to add the same floors as I have down here. I think I just did standard brick floors. Arsoni over, hello, welcome in. Yeah, just brick. You know, this is only a 1 high block, which makes sense. Maybe I just need to change the height of the holes. So we're gonna need, got enough cobble. I'm gonna need bricks and cracked bricks. Andesite. And we'll probably do at least half. And then decide what we're gonna do from there. Right, so you'll come in and you'll be able to go down. I guess I'll have to move this for now. So I feel like what we'll do is we'll put the staircase up on the left, I guess. Doesn't make a lot of sense if you have to get up there quickly, though. Although, I guess that could happen from the other side. See, like here, we could just fix this by switching upside down stair. And then it's the right height. But from the outside, I think I like that aesthetic better. So what we'll do yeah, that works. Plus it adds a little bit of texture change. Loaf of Cat. It's a hilarious username, and thank you. Appreciate that. It started off with a lot of reference, and I do have like models that I've referenced and stuff like that. I try not to look at too many other Minecraft builds just because I don't want to end up copying them without realizing it, you know? It's fun to kind of puzzle through this stuff on my own. And the rest of this is just, you know, trying to make it look like it's been worn down a little bit without making it feel too formulaic. It's, you know, it's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe squeeze in a smooth stone here or a regular stone. I try not to get into too many textures. Usually I try to stick to like 3. Yeah, maybe we'll go back. So like a highlight, a mid, and then something else, and then obviously the base texture. Oh, thanks. Yeah, we've been working on this area for a little over a year, so it's as much patience and consistency as it is anything else. So yeah, I want to get stairs up to that level. My instinct is to put them up that side, but then that feels strange. I feel like, well, we wouldn't want to block this off. I feel like this could easily be lowered a bit. Made it to feel a little bit more purposeful. I actually think that would look better as a slab. Is that the outside? No. Leave those there for now. Thanks for the follows today, folks, by the way. I keep on meaning to say thanks. Fletcher Radar, we've got Arson Lover, we've got Monster BMX. So from here, we're obviously going to have to take a step down to get into there. This is where I feel like we could split this. And we could have maybe a platform. Right, where maybe this kind of goes down to the right. And then from here, we could turn and go up. On the Diagonal gifted a tier 1 sub to Loaf of Cat 69. Thanks so much, On the Diagonal. That gets us to 172 of the 200 subs that we're looking for a Citadel World Tour, which would be very, very cool. And that's something that myself and Alistair McFly would be doing. So that would be fun to kind of have that conversation going on the stream. Really appreciate that, On the Diagonal. Thank you. And currently, we actually just recently in November unlocked the Lego Let's Chat. And now that the Citadel is sorted and I have this done, that's my next mission. So I'm thinking about next Friday. I don't know what the date is on that Friday, but that's what I'm thinking of for when we do it. I feel like we might want to go up a step. Maybe not right there. I don't know. Guess we'll have to see where this ends up. That was strange. I think I'm going to make this a fairly big stairwell too. So that's not bad. I would want to come up in a different position. We already know that there's no windows on this level because this just goes straight to nothing. So that's why I want to go up a little bit first. That's why I think we'd be better off to do this. Get up to there and then start this much sooner. Because that gives us a better landing up here. Gives us at least a 2x2, right? Plus, it's more interesting to kind of like turn and go up a step and then turn and go up a step. So that comes up here. That cuts out a big chunk of the room, granted. But I think that makes the most sense in terms of like, you know, going up this way. And then I guess we would just do the exact same thing, but end up coming down this way. But then I don't know what to do with this space. The 17th is Friday. So yeah, tentatively, that would be what I would do, would be something like that on the 17th. That feels strange. I wonder if we should just come down this way. I mean, in reality, it would probably be more like a something else. A log or something. Yeah, that makes sense. This would end up having at least this. And then I guess probably this. That feels kind of funky, doesn't it? That doesn't make any sense either. Maybe what this needs is a supportive column. Usually I use regular oak logs for this. Yeah, that works. And then we could put another one. Looks like 2 in. 1, 2. And then we'll just maybe make this area look like it's got storage or something. Whoops, wrong way. Barrels and stuff like that. And we may end up changing some of this into slabs, but I like the idea of being able to texture the top with whatever I want. So just leave it like that. And again, it's not like anybody's going to be in here. It's going to be nice to have it be something that looks like it's not been forgotten about. There. It's always tricky when you've got similar textures in the floor that you do the walls. I find it always looks a little bit odd. I always end up with stripes when I don't mean to have stripes. Anyway, all right, so that's that. At least it is a decent state. Let's put the torch there. So that gets us up to this level. And then we have to think about, I mean, really the best way to do more stairs would of course be to have them go up to the next level over the same space. So that's going to be the easiest thing. The question, of course, is like, what height do we want the next floor to be at? I missed. And so those are the windows. So really, this is an inaccurate bit of early scaffolding that That really needs to be changed. So the next level is actually quite high. We can fit a couple of floors in here. Waffle is life. I contest your opinion. I prefer pancakes. But welcome. And thank you very much for the Prime sub. I'm of course teasing. Really appreciate the support. Thank you ever so much. Make sure you connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts, and then you can join us in the Discord. Hey, True Purple, how's it going? Hope you're having a good weekend. So yeah, the top floor there is quite high. You have enough spruce, I do. I would say this is likely top floor, this level. That feels about right. Not on my ankles, but it feels about right. So we can bring that over this way. And there's no windows on this side? Did I just not care to put windows on all the sides? Maybe I didn't. They're there. Maybe I covered them up. There's several. Well, that's not a window, but... yeah, they're totally blocked in. All right, well... oh, darn it. The house I live in has lime rendered walls with some exposed stone. Haven't managed to recreate that yet. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Those are in line with the other. Makes it a little bit brighter in here too. Okay, so this will be the top floor. And then I guess we'll put something in between. We don't need any of this. This is not needed. Ankles, also not needed. Window tax? I don't know what you mean. Oh, come on. Ankles are overrated? Yeah. Mine are overpowered. Alright, put some torches up for now. Which is just as much for you as it is for me. Once upon a welcome in. So yeah, I don't know if I want to change. 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 I don't know if I This room has got some really big ceilings, but I feel like it would be a pain in the butt to do 2 rooms. Like 2 floors? Because if we did it, we would lose this cool pattern on the inside, right? I'm kind of thinking that if we did a floor, we'd put it here. But then that turns everything plain. Not that we can't change that, but... I guess it really depends on where the stairwells are going to pop out, right? So same idea. We'll start it here. Yeah, I think we have to have a second floor. That still gives us lots of room. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. I'll have to double check that I don't want to put windows on the outside of this, but we'll see. Whoops. Ah, so this ends up getting a little bit tight. Right. Okay, so that's going to be an issue. Because I think that's the outside. Maybe it's not. No. So here's an example of where you'd probably want this floor to have a lift. Oops. So that we can get just a little bit closer and have a better better landing at the top. I'm bumping my head. So some of this must have been built first and then built on top of, because I mean, some of this is just not needed, right? I must have built the roof and then like doubled up on it somehow. Wow. Jeez. All right. I need to take another break. So if you're new to the channel, then I take a break about once an hour. It is about that time now, and since it's raining and getting dark, might as well just go. I just step away for 5 or 6 minutes, refresh my coffee, refresh my water, that sort of stuff. You should too. It's Saturday. Get some snacks. And we'll be right back. Before I go, once upon it, this is Java 118. I will be back in just a few minutes. Alright, back again. Sorry about that, I had to make a quick phone call. It's me, 23. Hello, how's it going? Welcome in. So we were working on this this tower, and I really want to double check to make sure that there's no windows needed on this third floor. I don't think there is. So it looks like there's a window there, but it's not cut through. Okay. I think I do have some ideas that I maybe put on the outside, but then didn't bring them through to the inside. I know I don't want to put windows on all four sides. Where did I see? Right, so that's obviously supposed to be a window. The new dark oak texture does at least look good next to the dark oak logs. So for doing textures, stuff like this, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, like I've obviously covered these up by mistake. But I think they're going to be kind of high. Oh no, that's the right height. Okay, that's cool. Is this the same? No. That one's kind of high. We'll have to figure it out. That's cool. It gives us some options anyway. Oh, those are all stairs. How long have I been working on it? Since last December. And if you go to Joel Duggan VODs, so Joel Duggan VODS on YouTube, then you can watch some of it. Actually, here, just hold on. There's a link. I wish I could skip over to my other screen without Minecraft going into the pause screen. Let's just grab those. It's all good, Mixture Gun. It's all good. Oops. We are eventually going to make this more textured and interesting and cool. But for now... I'd say it's probably worth our while to have this mid-floor in here because it makes this a little bit easier to do. I have to get rid of that too. Right, so windows on these sides. I don't think I'm going to do 3. I think we're going to stick with 2. And then down here, that's a weird height. So we might have to mess around with this. I'm not sure what to do here. All right, well, that obviously has to stay. But some of it could be sculpted to make it look a little bit cooler. weird. I don't like leaving gaps. I don't know why. That might be outside. Nope. Seriously? Fine, block. You can just rise up there. Oops. Wait, just to make sure this is the end of the first year that you've been working on this? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you can check. If you go to the VOD's YouTube channel, the dates of all the recordings are there. And I posted these recordings first. So whenever I started that farm, I think it was November of 2020. I don't remember. It's been a while. Been a fairly long time. How am I only getting... No, I guess that's right. Get dizzy going up all these stairs. Alright, so here we're probably going to toss in some stairs. Just because it means you're not going to bang your head. Here... And I think we'll continue with the whole, like, support thing. I think that's the right spot. So we'll probably end up chopping these out. Get some more of this. I guess we'll use those. And I'm kind of wondering at this point whether we could get away with something like this. A little bit close to the noggin, but it might look okay. And here we don't have to worry about anything. Unless we could, I guess we could continue it if we wanted to. Where does that end up going? That feels kind of strange up here. I'm sure we'll end up putting in rafters, but for now. I feel like that makes sense. Gives a little bit of support. I don't know if I like that though. So the thing with building on something more than 3 hours, I mean, some of these builds didn't take that long. It was just a matter of like combining a bunch of small builds. Like sometimes I can build a house in 3 hours, but the point is that it's all part of a larger aesthetic, right? A larger project. And that's the nice thing about the server. We actually, if you're not familiar, we have a number of other projects. So like if you're in the mood to build modern, then you can go to the modern zone and build there, right? Yeah, we've got a modern city, and we have a couple of other zones as well. Yeah, hold on. Where's my... For folks that are new, we can do a little zip around. So it started with these 2 farms. And there's more stuff that way, but nothing too crazy. But then this has all been kind of constructed over the last year. And this is all empty. We've got the wall, but there's nothing over here. It's all this stuff that's been done over the last year, right? Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's been a cool project to work on, and I mean, I'm looking forward to finishing it and moving on to something else. But we took a break in June when 117 first came out. I made a big moss farm, and I made a big geode copper farm. So like we've done stuff where we've taken breaks for like 6 or 12 weeks from the medieval town, and done other things. Thanks for the lurk, Elkhorn. Appreciate it. Always good to have you here. I need more spruce, it looks like. Oh, there we go. There's some strip spruce. So it looks like we've gone in 2 from the corners. I guess that'll look okay. Ah, so that would mean that instead of bone, these will end up being spruce. Which will probably end up looking better. Hopefully it looks okay from the outside. Not Real Mimbo, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Those are in weird spaces, but I think that is, yeah, it's visible from outside. So I don't know. I guess a lot of this is just, oh, there we go. Some of this is like inside and some of it's outside. I don't think that's needed. That needs to be there. That has to be there. Weird. I must have had something going on. So maybe what we can do here is something like this. And then that's an odd selection there too. Oh, I see why they're the spruce. Okay. And that does look a little bit weird. But it's not bad. So do you go live on Twitch and put clips on YouTube? No, the YouTubes are the full streams. They're the VODs. I needed somewhere to archive it because Twitch only keeps like 8 weeks. So Everything on the YouTube VODs channel is full streams. On the Joel Duggan YouTube channel, it was edited content, but I just wasn't able to keep it up. Whoops. This is going to have to be a little bit different. All right, I'll worry about this top floor later. What I want to do is finish off the bottom here. I don't even know what these things are supposed to be for. They're too big to like be just travel, like just travel rooms. It feels like oddly large to be unused, but like I don't know what to. No one's gonna live in here, I don't think. I mean, I guess some people could, but then you've got like your hallway takes up the whole space. Unless we put in some sort of wall along here, maybe. But even then, that makes the room really small. I guess we could do that. Take it easy, once upon a. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Appreciate the follow. Servants or barracks? We already have the barracks. The barracks are over on the other side. But like servants to whom? Because it's just, there's nothing else here. You know, I built this only because it looked cool, not because there was any designated function to it. So, I mean, this floor obviously is just going to be a pass through. This feels like there could be more in here. Same thing with up here. You know, like maybe there's a door here in this whole thing. Is a room? There's a number of these big buildings that I've made that really don't have a very good like inside structure. Because they were built very early on. Cosmic might live here. Nice. Missing something here. Don't know where that came from, but we'll fix that right now. Yeah, the barracks are all along here, right? So we've got all these little barracks houses, and then we've got a mess hall and like an infirmary or like a, you know, an upstairs as well. So I feel like we've got that covered. At any rate, I think we're done with that. At least it's no longer completely empty. I don't think I like this. Yeah, you do kind of bang your head. Not careful. That's annoying. Alright, forget that. Oh, because this has been pushed back by one. This also looks very funny to me. And that's why I want to put, I think, something along here, although this might be the outside. No, that has got trapdoors on the outside of it. So we could sneak something in through there. As far as a frame goes, I don't know what we could do though. Yeah, we won't be adding any pillagers or villagers or anything like that. So what block could we use to maybe create some sort of change here? I mean, trapdoors are the go-to. But then we run into problems, of course, in the corners. I think maybe we'll just... No. It's probably the best way to go. And then this one, we'll have to sneak in one on the other side. Oh, there's a zombie somewhere. Dylan is chilling. Welcome in. Thanks for saying hello. Hope you're having a good day. And then we'll do the same thing here. Oh, I wonder, maybe we could use this as wall access. I never thought about that. Oh, no, we can't, because I've put the stairs in front of it. Crap. Okay. Maybe we can have a platform come out here. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, I feel like we could probably make a door there. We could change this out. And then... And if we went and got doors, we could probably make it look like a double door. Bexy Bermuda, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks for the kind words. Yeah, the improvisation is one of my favorite parts. Like, I haven't planned for everything to be so interconnected, but I'm always looking for opportunities, if that makes any sense. Oh, the door texture is now different. I forgot about that change. We don't need all this cobblestone. Clogging up the inventory. I don't think I need as much of this either. Nor do I need the grass or the dirt. Oh, where are you from? Outside. I need some more sustenance. Seeing more and more people in the chat now with the Space Keystone badge. Pretty cool. Yeah, I like this idea. So I guess what we would do is put the doors on the inside to create a little bit of depth on the outside. That's wrong. And then in here, we can do trapdoors. So it looks okay in here, but then from outside, it's going to look like better door. Don't know if I like the depth change. Maybe we want to pop these out. Yeah, I think that works. We'll just make this a little bit bigger. And yeah, I guess we'll just have some stairs come down there. I'll do that later. Place that. But it feels a little bit strange in here, but I think it looks better from the outside. Yeah, it sounds like the zombie was being a little bit too curious. We might be better off to take this all the way to the top. I think we probably will, but with the other trapdoors. I've definitely been creating mobs somewhere. I really need to update my custom texture for these doors to match the trapdoors. I don't like that you can see them. So that looks okay. And then, don't know what's happening up here. I mean, that window's fine. That's going to look okay from the outside. This is not visible from anywhere, so we could probably change the direction on this, maybe? Do I want that there? I think maybe what we can do here is stairs. Or stairs in the slab. Hey, Joel in chat. Finally caught one of your weekend streams. Yes, you did indeed. Thanks for the follows, by the way. Sills for Sills and Sills for Sillis? I'm not sure how you say that. And Patty Gamer Lover. Appreciate it. We don't have the all over logs, so we're going to go get those too. I'm running very low on the dark oak. Yeah, you might want to take a look at the name. Probably going to be a lot easier for streamers to pronounce and get a handle on it. Right now up here, some of these are not outside. Some of them are. Now those I feel like those had to stay, yeah, those had to stay spruce. And that's where I think some trapdoors are going to come in handy. And then here, we can maybe get away with that. Making that look nice and sorted. Gonna need some dark oak stairs, I think. This is one of those situations where it's just going to be super, super small. It's because Minecraft has these lovely 1 block thick walls, these 1 meter walls. We can't mirror that, but we can at least do the stair parts. And I don't think I want a window there, so I'm going to grab some trapdoors for that too. Is this outside? It is indeed outside. Okay. Stairs. Trapdoors and slabs, I guess. Well, it only took us the full stream to reach the inventory frustration point. Normally I had it a lot sooner. A lot sooner. Getting dizzy. So up here I thought we might be able to get away with stairs if I can remove that block there. I feel like that works pretty well. And the idea up here was just to create like a door here and then create some sort of like living space. That would involve taking these up higher. And then probably... Oh, I can't extend that, I don't think. No. That's too bad. I would have liked to have brought this wall right across there and have a window in the room on the other side, but I don't think that's possible. That landing feels very strange. But there's not a lot we can do. And we can't copy the pillar, but, oops. But what we can do is maybe cover this window with trapdoors. Whoops. So I guess for aesthetic purposes, we could just do trapdoors all the way up, right? I guess we could leave like a little door there, maybe? Sure. This feels strange, so we'll just maybe go all the way across. This is outside, right? Yeah. Nope. I think what we'll do is put that there. Yeah, I mean, we can come up and finish this when we do other interiors, but I think that's decent. It provides like a unique shape in here. Certainly enough for like a fancy bedroom for someone if that's what they wanted. Are there some great views? Yeah, I guess that's a pretty cool view. That's kind of just the other tower. This is kind of cool, although it feels like you kind of have to get up. Like if you go out to the window, it's cool. So maybe I don't need, you know, that stuff there. This is outside, I think. Yeah. So maybe the stairs at the bottom are a bad idea. Maybe it would be better off to have a little bit more inviting to go and peek around. Again, very heavy on the spruce trapdoors, but you know. And I don't think we want to do too much along here. That just has to stay dark oak, unfortunately. I could put some along here, but it's not going to cover the corners, so it's probably less obvious by leaving it full like that. We could certainly use with some railings. And I think I have them in these ones. Yeah, I've got this. This one's done already. Why you're not on MCC? Because so it's Minecraft Championships. Is that that's what MCC is, right? Just so I'm clear on what you're asking. Cosmic, that's got to be one of my most favorite commands in the last 6 months, is the spruce trapdoors. All right, I think that's feeling pretty good. I need to go out here and look to see what we need to do about this window. I think what we need to do is maybe bring the slab in. And then maybe we'll do spruce. So again, with the weird tangent there, I don't know about this. Minecraft chocolate chip. I think it's Minecraft Championship, right? That's the... Which is weird because Minecraft is one word. See, I might have to move the door to this one. Just so that window can let some light in. And there's no windows there. Okay, top floor's done. This, I guess we'll just take this up to the ceiling for now. That does feel strange. Not a very big space. Thanks, Cosmic. A gingerbread chocolate chip cookie. Interesting. All right, so I think the only thing left now, I have to go do this, the trapdoors on the other side. And then we need another staircase in here that's going to get us up to that top level. But, it'd be tricky. So we could start it here and have it go down. And I think that's probably the best thing, would be to have something like this. And then very quickly go this way. So we'd come down here. Nope. I'm just going to use scaffolding. We'd get down to here, but if we wrap that around, we've got to be careful not to block. Well, I guess that doesn't have to be there. I'm basically going to have to wrap it around twice. This is going to come down to here. Nope. Going to come down just to there. And I think what we'll end up doing is probably having a staircase here. Maybe not. That's more like it. Oh, what are we hitting? Nothing that can't be spared. Even though it's the inside of the tower. I think we can just shave this right off. And then give ourselves a decent landing. Nope. That has to stay. Kind of a unique staircase, you know, big platform, little staircase, and then another big platform. Though, maybe we can bump this back. I feel like it's going to feel better coming up here like this. Yeah. Yeah, I can't see that chocolate and gingerbread would be two things that I would mix together. Seems like an interesting but odd combo. Let's go with stairs there. Now this is all just decorative, but it does have option to do something like that. Means that we could also put that there. Oh, can't do that. And this is the outside. Hmm. Does this have an upstairs? It does. And that's the right height for it too. So we could easily put this in here. And this could end up being like a stairwell. I've done that before. We could just remove that. Have stairs here. And oops. And then just go up one at a time. I think we did this on the other tower. Yeah. So then we'll have to use slabs for probably this top floor. Be my guess. And even then, it's not much of a top floor. That's cool. That worked out very nicely. Oh, lied. So some of these, it might actually be better to have stairs. Well, not that one. A little dark too. Not something we'll be traveling up and down a lot, but kind of good to have it, you know? And then we can figure out something in here. To cover that up. I actually quite like that. We have to leave it because of the outside, but it's kind of a cool feature. I just don't know. I mean, it looks like a window even though I know it's not. Wouldn't mind changing some of those to reverse stairs. Of course, that would be too easy. Definitely some weirdness happening with the roof, but we'll get over it. I guess we'll do probably just 2 trapdoors. Is that outside? It is. Loaf of Cat 69. Thanks very much. Saying that myself and Whip are your 2 biggest medieval inspirations. That's a high compliment. I appreciate that. Whip's really talented. Good dude too. I really like him. He's been on the Spawn Chunks a couple of times. Alright. I think that's where I'm going to leave it for now. Because I can't think of anything else to do. I'm going to need to spend a little bit more time sorting that out. But pretty good progress today. This started off as a great big empty nothing, complete with like grass floor and everything like that. So we've got little murder holes for crossbows and bows and arrows and things. We've got no real inside decoration, but we've done all the layout for the inside. So major things like floors, staircases, support beams, textures along the bottom, door to the outside, going to the wall, and odd windows, some small rooms. And I like this. I like the top floor quite a bit. I think this feels. Hey now, we've got people raining from the ceiling now. Obviously, we need to light things up a little bit higher. Once we get the rafters and stuff in there, and with some buttons and stuff, we can spawn-proof anybody dropping in. I'm debating on whether or not I should leave this wall here. This I like. I don't know about this because I feel like having this cool rafter is kind of a missed opportunity to not have it be visually available. So I don't know. But there's no way to like make this a room. I guess we could put a door down here. We could close this off. Right? Like we could maybe make the door here. Right, have that be the door, and then leave this whole top floor open. That could be fine too. Maybe that's what we'll do. I'll leave these guys here for now. As a reminder to maybe put a door here. Because that could work out well. we'd use that. We'd use the oak wood for sure. Yeah, cool. So, I mean, it's stuff like this that takes some time to think about and plan, but now that we've got it sorted out, decorating the inside won't be too terrible. This is still feeling pretty plain, so we might actually get in here tomorrow with these dark oak blocks, the new textures, and see if we can't add in a little bit of texture variation to the roof here. Not sure what's happening with this part of the build, but it's very similar to this one, where we've got like, it's kind of like a throughs put. It's not meant to be a house, more like an office or some sort of like multi-purpose building. So same thing here. I'd imagine this is going to be more like a place that people can go through to get to places, right? And then we'll have to make this be more of a door, make it look more official. But yeah, Druid Gen, I'm not making it up. That's actually what they're called. Yeah, that's going to be it for me. If you've enjoyed the stream today, leave a follow before you take off. And I'll be back here tomorrow at 1 o'clock Atlantic time. That's UTC -4. And we'll be doing more of the same. We'll probably get out here and do a little bit of trim and stuff like that. I need to kind of make sure that this is also going to be looking good from the outside. And we're getting very close to finishing up this entire half of the build. You can follow me on Twitter at Joel Duggan. I do tweet, of course, when I go live, and you can listen to the 2 podcasts that I do for free: the Spawn Chunks every Monday and the Citadel Cafe every Wednesday. A little bit behind on the Citadel Cafe. That's why I got to go. I have to do some editing tonight. So that's going to be out in the next little while. One is about Minecraft. That's the Spawn Chunks. And the other one is about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment. And that's the Citadel Cafe. If you've supported the stream today, thank you ever so much. We're really getting close to that 200 sub goal. I'd love to be able to hit that for the new year. If that's possible, that would be amazing. The reward for that, the unlockable goal that we've set, is a tour of this server with my friend Alistair. And right now, tentatively Friday, I believe it's the 17th of December, we're going to be doing a Lego Let's Chat. So that's my Friday coming up. We're going to be doing some live Lego here on stream. Star Wars set, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, I think Cosmic, a sliced lime raid would be an excellent idea. So everybody be kind, enjoy sliced lime, and also say congrats to him on the release of 118. Oh, while I attempt to... Oh, I broke his helmet. Nice. Aha. All right. That's it from me, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.